This poster I think is better than the last two.
Display of rule of thirds.
Also have symmetry here, notice? Like the two guys and the leading lines on the side. What is that white stuff?
Let's see why these movie posters are iconic. The first one, which is for 300, Rise of an Empire.
Yeah, that's a really nice poster actually. What grabs your attention?
First of all, the person is enveloped by the red wave,
Okay.
which speaks by itself some story behind it, of course. And while he's standing on the black cliff,
Yeah.
it gives like an opposition of colors between the white and the black, and of course the red behind it. What about you? What do you think about it?
I like the contrast between the light and the red and black, the dark. I like the composition, the negative space on the left, the filled space on the right. I like the motion of the wave, like you said. It kind of follows the golden rule spiral shape. And I like how the font, the 300, is kind of like following the motion of the wave.
It's like diving to the wave alongside with the main character of the movie, probably.
True.
Yeah.
And the color, the red color against like the neutral whites and black, it like stands out. Even the blue, this use of colors is very nice actually. And on the bottom, the black part falls on like the lower thirds. Is also like a good placement over there. And the red is contrasting with both the light and the black.
Yeah, very, very iconic. One of the best posters that we have selected, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move on to the
Let's
next
see
one.
the next one. It's for Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. I think this one especially is very interesting because they are using shades of one color.
Okay.
And they're going gradually from dark to light and then back to the dark. And the main character is in the foreground, and while the enemies are tackling him from behind, and they're standing in the white line of the contrast in the poster.
I like the shadow that you can kind of only see his silhouette, and it gives me a sense of mystery because I cannot see
I do not know the
I don't
main
know what's
character.
happening. It gives a sense of mystery.
Yeah. One thing actually grabbed my attention because they could have used the sun inside the O of the Apocalypto on the title. It would have been more grabbing.
Yeah.
Since it's already there, they could have just moved it into the left side of the title, I think.
Yeah.
It would have been more interesting. Maybe it's symmetric as well.
It
on
has
the
a
both
bit
sides.
of symmetry. It has a bit of symmetry, yeah.
There's like two temples on the both sides.
Yeah.
The same amount of maybe the people who are running towards the main character also is the same amount.
Yeah, I remember it was a good movie. It was a good
The
movie.
atmosphere of the movie is like very tempting to watch it as well.
Yeah.
More than one time. I actually watched like over 10 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Just check it out if you haven't watched it.
Yeah. And let us know what you think about it in the comments below, if you have watched it or maybe if you are willing to watch it.
I actually think the movie is better than the poster. Like, the movie is
indeed,
iconic, but this
indeed.
poster, it's good, but let's have a look at the next ones. Maybe they're even better.
Okay. Who hasn't seen Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Avatar is very known for their 3D also.
The graphics,
3D movies.
the special effects.
Exactly. So why did we pick this one?
The character is what makes these posters iconic, the Avatar posters. Like the character, the Na'vi, I forgot what the name is. The blue alien character, basically. Their shape, their look, like if you see a person that kind of looks like a cat face or something like that, that is blue, you're gonna know directly this is Avatar.
Of course, yeah. Very known feature of the movie.
Let's check out the next one.
Okay.
Oh, The Dark Knight, Batman.
Oh, what a movie actually. I also watched it more than one time because the story is very captivating and what to say about the graphics. I mean, they just kill it every time. Maybe they have for each poster they have like more than one.
Okay, they make several versions of each poster.
Usually they do it, I think, because they have so much option and creativity.
Yeah. This poster I think is better than the last two. Visually it's striking, like the bat made of fire, like burning the building. You know, the bat is symbolic of Batman. It's like an iconic logo, visual.
Yeah, it means actually what happens in the title above, Welcome to a World Without Rules.
Yeah.
And without rules meaning chaos and fire. Which is happening above Batman.
Yeah. I like the colors also. Like the contrast of the blue with the orange, and also like
the fire stands
how
out.
the logo is
between.
lit in the bottom section of the poster.
But mainly I see mostly the burning logo in the building. That's the main feature that stands out in this.
It's as if it's
poster.
projected into the sky like they usually do, but it's in the building. And the focus is also, it grabs your attention. It's lying on the third line. And like Batman is centered in the middle, also captures your attention and sight.
And if you look deeply, they are using not only one texture, they're using multiple texture and these small flames. They give it like more dimension.
The effects on top.
Which is very cool.
Let's check out the next one.
We almost have the same colors, but in different application.
True.
They're maybe separating some characters from the other one.
Yeah.
By using two colors, opposite colors again.
I don't know who the villain is, who the hero is, but they might have separated them with colors. I like the color separation and the contrast.
For some reason,
And you also have symmetry here, notice? Like the two guys and the leading lines on the sides.
Yeah. There's balance always, and they've balanced always also the title of Blade Runner in the perfect position as well.
Yeah, in the center. Let's check the next one. Dumb and Dumber. Have you seen this movie? That was a funny one.
I bet like a lot of people from the 90s have seen it.
What makes it iconic is actually these guys, like
the characters,
the characters and their poses and.
But the poster as well, since it's minimal and a lot of fun is happening. Like they're showing their flair in the poster.
It's fun. It's silly. It's funny. That's what
the simple display of the font and to us is very like memorable.
Next up, The Great Gatsby. What do you think of this poster?
It's pretty cool. I mean, not to mention the movie itself and that story. The position of the main characters is like very decently displayed, alongside with the character that Leonardo was like trying to find in the movie. Maybe that's why she has like a very specific spot in the poster.
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you guys think?
I like the style logo and these golden graphics. They follow the same style, and you also see some symmetry there, and some contrast, gold on black with the blue. Not bad.
Yeah.
Now this is an iconic poster, and what makes it iconic is the pose.
It has been like, I think, on tons of memes, I think, on Facebook.
Maybe. If you see anyone who does this pose, you're gonna know that it's the Home Alone pose.
And who haven't watched it during Christmas? People keep watching it, and it's funny how it's like been framed by the window.
True.
Because always the main character was inside the house, and the bad guys was always outside the house. They were trying to get in, so that's why I think it was created in this way. The other one,
Inception. That was a good movie.
It's a very interesting.
And notice something. Notice how the city is like vertical, like they combine like the dimensions. And the perspective is like it's like messes with your mind, as if you're actually dreaming, like the movie.
The poster, I mean, is not like a very hard thing to implement, but the idea, I think, itself, to position the characters and how to say the word Inception in the poster. Yeah,
so it kind of represents the movie in a way. Next up, Jaws.
We have a strong display of negative space here. And the opposition of colors, red and blue again.
And
we see it mostly in these posters, like red and blue and orange and blue.
Notice like the logo is in red. Red symbolizes danger.
Blood and stuff like that.
And it also gives you a sense that it's a thriller, because you can see the shark coming up with the woman swimming on top. Like
we're trying
something
to figure out
is gonna happen.
Yeah, we're trying to see what's gonna happen next.
So you can sense like that it's a thriller movie. And notice also the nice use of the thirds, like 2/3 is blue, 1/3 is white. It's a good composition, definitely, and this is what makes it.
And how big the shark is. Look at her teeth. It's almost as big as the head of the the person displayed here. Joker.
This pose is iconic. These stairs are iconic also.
But I see like very severe display of rule of thirds. And the negative space and the colors for the focal point in the middle.
True. Notice how his colors stand out.
And it's like different colors than other movies.
That's a pretty good poster. Jurassic Park. What do you like about this poster?
Although it's like the 3D version of the movie,
Yeah.
but I like how they kept the old logo
Okay.
and they put it into the gates and this beam of light.
Yeah.
Which want to say for us, like maybe some very dangerous adventure is about to start when the
Okay.
gates are opening, probably because we know Jurassic Park is full of raptors and dinosaurs.
Yeah. To me, I kind of saw like, at first glance, I thought that there was a beam like coming up from the car, but then I realized, no, this is the light behind the gate.
Exactly.
But I would say that the Jurassic Park logo by itself is what's iconic, maybe for me at least. Definitely it's gonna make you look twice, like what's this beam? Is it like, what's going
Yeah, it
on
makes
here?
you think.
Yeah.
I mean, this poster is making you think.
Yeah.
That's why it's pretty unique from the other ones.
And also like there's a lot of contrast between this white center line and the sides.
True, I agree.
This is the original poster. And yeah, like I said, the logo is what makes it iconic and very minimal, very simple, nothing in the background, just like the logo. And the colors stand out because it's on black.
Well, this is a very powerful display of one color.
Yeah.
Almost one color dominating the whole poster.
Yeah.
Which I haven't seen like in...
We rarely see that in
Yeah, rarely.
posters, movie
Or
posters.
almost
Yeah.
you don't see this
Yeah.
happening in another.
Nice contrast between the black and the yellow. Notice like also the placement of the black line on the third level, rule of thirds.
Yeah, it separates the tagline of the movie with the other elements like the...
Notice
Movie
also,
title.
yeah. Notice also the sword placement. If she wasn't holding the sword this way, it wouldn't have had the same effect.
Yeah, it's power.
Yeah.
It represents power as well.
Power, and it's filling up the space nicely.
Yeah.
Actually, also, it might lead to looking at her, like it leads the eyes up to her. And go for the kill. Notice how the word kill is in red.
It's like in subtle. They didn't choose like all over red.
Yes.
They choose yellow because maybe they want to display to the dynamicy of the movie because it's action happening.
And it kind of is part of their branding, especially like the yellow clothes. Like when you see someone holding a sword wearing yellow, you're just gonna remember Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Metropolis. This is a classic movie
It's a very classic
that they usually
movie.
teach at university.
Yeah. I think I took one course, like it was cinema appreciation. It was there.
Yeah.
We were meant to see this movie actually.
It's a very old movie.
Very old, yeah.
And notice how the style back then was like can drawing.
It's very rough, like
Yeah.
almost between sketch and
Exactly.
render sketch.
Exactly.
It's like in between of them,
Yeah.
I think.
It's like a piece of art, like a painting or drawing. The logo is really nice and it blends with the shapes of the city scene.
Yeah, something definitely that stands out from
It has a bit of symmetry also.
others. What's the next one? Oh,
Narcos. What do you think of this?
it's very. It speaks for itself. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
What is that white stuff?
I don't think we need to
No, let's
mention
not
it.
talk about it.
I mean,
we don't want the algorithm to hurt us. Yeah.
we just want to put it in front of you, and you guys, you need to
It's dynamic.
describe what do you feel about
Yeah.
this poster. If you have watched it, or what do you think about it, and what do you think about the poster? We're gonna leave this one for you. I think.
Yeah. If you want to add something, I would say like it's kind of dynamic, and the guy looks menacing. He kind of looks evil. He looks like a bad guy, and interesting contrast.
very active
interesting,
life
like-
and very dramatic life.
yeah. Positive, negative space in the poster also. This was a good movie. What do you think of this one?
The story of the movie is pretty unique, and they actually very nicely done the poster.
Yeah, I remember the movie was also kind of stylized with kind of like desaturated
grading,
colors,
color
colored
grading.
grading with certain reds. The reds were, I think, were popping out in the movie as well, just similar to the poster.
But actually, here also they're saying like as if they're when you take the scent from the person as if you're killing them.
Oh yeah,
And that's
kind of.
and that's what the story about the movie actually tells.
Come to think of it, yes, the poster kind of says
You
this.
see how like the person is almost disappearing
Disintegrating.
when the scent is going
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
person.
yeah.
The person is starting to
Yeah.
disappear. That's why the message is very powerful.
Yeah,
in this
true,
one.
true. I like the colors, like how
Very
the red
subtle.
is used just one color over a neutral gray background. Let's check out the next one. Requiem for a
There's
Dream.
another one that makes you think. If you haven't watched the movie, like I'm trying to think, what is it about?
Yeah.
Why this opposition of like pretty close up and another different perspective in the below image?
Here's my theory. The movie, if you watch it, different people might interpret it in different ways, or different people might notice different things in it. Like one person might think it's about something, someone else might think it's about something else. So over here it shows an eye, then it shows the scene, totally unrelated. Maybe it kind of represents that in the movie, like it's what you see, and it gives a sense of mystery. You don't know what it's about. Even the title, Requiem for a Dream, like what does that even mean?
How maybe that's the purpose of the movie, like so everyone can see it from their own perspective.
Yeah.
And I think the same applies to the poster, because anyone can say anything about the eye. It's a vision or perspective, and the freedom maybe down in the below image, the freedom or the smell of the sea, or we have some memory maybe by the sea.
Notice also how the eye is blue and the bottom picture.
They have the similar colors
and the sky. Definitely.
They have the similar colors.
Also, the girl's dress red with the red in the logo.
Yeah, and the red in the eye, like the nerves.
True. This is graphically one of the nicest, like stylized movies.
Exactly, very contrasty, high contrast, and
and its poster is the same style as what you'll actually see in the movie. This gray with just one color, either red or yellow. That's striking in the movie on top. I like the color use. I like how the direction is all diagonal.
Tilted. They call it that Dutch angle in the photography, if you want to say. Cool. And they have something mysterious down below.
Yeah.
In the vignetted spot or spotlighted spot. Yeah.
I notice the guy, he's holding the gun down. It's dynamic. You look at him, you follow what he's looking at. You follow his gun to see what's going on down there, and the girl up there.
Yeah, everyone is holding a gun in a different way, actually, and everyone has a different emotion or expression on their face.
True. Yeah, that's a good one.
Which usually you don't see in any other graphics or posters.
And the rain adds a different layer also on top. It fills it up. It gives it a texture.
Fills it, instead of being pretty empty.
Yeah.
Here also we can notice that in Smoking Aces, the bullet plays the main point of dissecting the poster to the different actors of the movie, which is pretty cool actually. The effect of the glass and the splashes of the small red bloody
These
dots.
Tiny details, they make a big difference. I like the use of the bullet in the logo, like Smoking Aces. This was an action movie, for those who don't know.
Yeah. Also almost the same display as the before, but here the white is dominating. Dominating color.
Neutral colors with the red being the striking color. Star Wars. Star Wars has several posters.
But we picked this one because we thought this one was the most striking one. Actually.
Exactly.
Also, they noticed the 45 angle of the swords, either the Jedi or the evil red sword.
Yeah. And the colors are just contrasting.
It's like leading lines toward the center from the beneath. I think the jets, the fighter jets.
Oh yeah, true. Notice how they all come into the text. Notice how the text is centered, justified. And I just like the use of the colors, the red and the white, how contrasting it is.
Maybe they're trying to say like the evil was trying to dominate the Jedi. Right?
I don't see it that way, but
because
I just like
the name of the movie is The Last Jedi, and they're using the red.
Yeah.
So they are trying to fight for their existence. I think that's what maybe the poster is about.
Notice how they use like gray for the text on the bottom. If they had used a darker color, wouldn't have had the same effect. It would have like killed the balance.
Yeah, I think
it would have made it cluttered.
They played it safely.
Yeah, very nice. The Dark Knight Rises. What do you think of this one?
It's pretty cool actually, because maybe the main character is being blended with the logo, and the focal point is in his head.
True. Come to think of it, I didn't notice that this part in the middle is actually the Bat logo.
Yeah.
It's like 2 in 1.
Yeah.
The bad head and the
It's very subtle
bad
though.
logo.
It's very subtle. Maybe not all people might have noticed that. Yeah. The colors are nice. They blend.
and
like,
also the leading line is like towards the
Batman,
center,
towards the center.
which
yeah.
is also like a bit looks unrealistic or like a very wide fisheye angle, you know.
True.
It's very distorted.
At first glance, I didn't notice that this is a city circling him, but then I noticed the details. I realized this is a city. It has like a grungy feel to it.
Exactly. Pretty cool.
I prefer the other poster though. This is an iconic movie poster because of the use of the positive space, negative space.
And only one subject.
colours,
And
yeah.
only one object actually without
True.
any
True.
movie characters.
True. Notice how they incorporated the pitchfork into the heel. Yeah.
The fork.
Yeah, it's minimal.
And it's very minimal, very well balanced.
We don't often see minimal posters, by the way. The Godfather. The logo by itself is iconic.
Yeah.
And Marlon Brando's look and pose, this picture itself is iconic.
And his eyes into the dark, if you can notice.
Oh, yeah, true.
Like the use of the chiaroscuro, which is like deep contrast between the light and the dark blacks.
Okay.
The blacks themselves.
Okay.
It was like the movie in that era was using this type of dramatic lighting.
Especially for like bad guys and things like that? Or?
Yeah, mainly in the cinema that time. They were using this technique mostly.
Yeah. You know, like he's some kind of, with the shadows are covering
actually,
maybe
with
the bad guy,
especially
evil
for
guy
the
or
villains,
villain,
it works very well. Yeah,
possibly.
actually.
Otherwise, there's a lot of black, not cluttered. It's quite nice. Just like one focal point, the guy himself. Mask of Zorro.
Zorro, yeah.
The Z is iconic.
Also, we don't know the character, and it's like the silhouette is in front of the red color, striking color.
True, the black and
while not using more like graphics or text, or they're just like focusing on the character and the stealthiness maybe of the character.
Mystery maybe, yeah.
And a small touch on the sword, which you can see the glare on it.
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
So probably it's shining through the night.
Yeah. Imagine if this didn't have the glare, it would have been totally different.
Yeah, see, insane small details what they can do.
Yeah, small details matter a lot in design. The mask.
You can straight away try to laugh or remember something you watched during the movie.
Yeah.
Because of this like big smile.
The teeth. When you see the teeth, it just makes you smile or laugh. The colors are iconic. His suit, the yellow, the green.
Yellow, the green.
The logo actually also. I noticed the use of the space, the negative space, the black on the top left.
And we cannot see the eyes, and the tie is like also black and white and very stylized.
Yeah, I have one comment about this poster though. You cannot read the text on the bottom left because it's white on white.
Bottom left,
yeah.
But again,
unless you like really look into it. But then again, if they added some shadow or something else, it would have ruined maybe the poster.
Yeah, but I think that's not the main thing that they're trying to focus. They're trying to focus on the person.
Exactly, and the name of the movie basically is the most important thing.
They're placing him in a way that people can remember the movie and the poster. And
true.
To separate them from the other ones.
Yeah, true.
Pretty nice, I think.
Oh, I just noticed something else. Look at the M in Jim Carrey. It's the same M as the mask. Yeah.
So he's the mask, probably. But not everyone can notice at the first glance, right?
True.
That's a good one.
Silence of the Lambs. This visual, like this moth, a butterfly silencing the woman, it's iconic.
They're trying to use the black and the like orangey brown on the 3 layers, like 3 lines of the poster, like top, middle plan, and the text of the Silence of the Lambs.
And when you see this, you directly know that it's Silence of the Lambs. And notice also the colors. The eyes are orange, the mouth wings are orange, and the title is orange. Also notice like
the muted effect.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, the muted effect of the person's face.
Yeah, and also
Maybe that's the effect of the moth. Moth, I think.
yeah, it's a type of moth, I guess. I noticed like its back looks like a skull.
It
on
has a
its
skull,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty strange, but it works.
Effective. It's memorable.
works,
It's
yeah.
memorable, definitely. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oof. You can see the chaos happening in
A lot of chaos.
chaos and partying and
And just he just looks casual
And
in
he's-
front of
he's
the
calm,
like
yeah.
he's calm.
displays the power and the confidence.
The use of the yellow gold color also symbolizes money, wealth, riches.
Fast-paced environment, probably.
Yeah.
As you see, I guess you can see in the background.
Titanic. When you see Jack and Rose, Leonardo and Kate
And
Winslet.
the big boat.
Big boat also like leading up to them. The shape is
Yeah,
leading up to them.
for me, it's like I think. Is it almost gonna separate them in somehow if it
Kind of.
continues like going right?
Yeah, true.
First time I noticed it actually.
Come to think of it, me too, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for this video. Let us know what you think of the posters in the comments. And if there are any movie posters you'd like us to critique, let us know as well. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends who might appreciate it, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for part 2.
Design baby, design baby, design baby.